just going. Okay. All right. So I got my brother Jason here. I'm excited.
That's
You
okay.
know, I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. So we're gonna go through quickly a few of your points of the impact assessment. First, thank you for taking it. That's first thing. I mean, you didn't have to do it, and me knowing you and seeing this, I'm super excited, super grateful for you being here. So let's get into it. No, you don't have. You're a busy man. You got a lot of time. You got a lot of things going on. So we'll go through it quickly. First off, we'll take a look at your total impact score. So, and I want to make sure this is clear. So the impact score doesn't indicate how much impact you have, only how much you're using.
And that makes me feel better because I will say when I did take it, when I saw the score, I was like, the hell? Like, what are you saying? But now hearing that, it does feel better. That's it. But because it was kind of like, wait a minute, I didn't.
Yeah, only what you're using. And so in this 21%, this is where I want to make sure I get clear.
Okay.
That's where the rest of your dreams lie.
Hmm.
That Jason that you see on the other side,
Okay.
as some of us say.
Okay. I can.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
can. I can. I
On
can
the
get with
other
that.
side.
I can get with that. But it did make me like, wait a minute, what?
It
You mean to say
lies.
I'm just?
It lies in that. So obviously you're super impactful because you here, and we've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, shundo.
But now we're finna get into it even deeper. Your highest score is your influence. Me personally, I'm not surprised by that because you're highly influential. But we will get into it. So,
Okay.
according to the score, you got an 82% on that. It says you're influential, whether you realize it or not. I think that's the key. I think that's the key. Your words uplift and your energy shifts environments. Okay? Do not doubt this wonderful ability to influence others that you possess. You can brighten someone's day, and conversely, let's tell the truth about it, you can ruin somebody's day based off of the power you decide to exhibit that day. Which means, even I ain't gotta go any further for that part. Which means that you are a people mover and an empowerment and an environment shaper. So what comes out of your mouth, because we know influence comes out of the mouth. Knowing this, you gotta be very careful.
About what I say.
How does that make you feel so far when you see that? Talk to me. How does that make you feel just knowing that?
It does. It means I could, if I was a ratchet person, if I was just it means this, it would say it's power in the tongues. That means I could kill somebody, or I could cure somebody
With your mouth.
with my mouth, and give that to put that in the wrong hands.
Mm-hmm.
That could be detrimental.
Absolutely.
So I'm thankfully I tell them I am a man of faith. And some people, men and women of faith, but we still got issues. We all dealing with
We all
stuff.
got issues.
But I realize that I got to be mindful of what I say because I can. Miss Melody, one of my favorite rappers, may she rest in heaven. She had a line in one of her songs. She said, "I could either kill or create you, put you together, separate you like laundry.
Come on
when you
now.
see this sister, or I said, when you see this brother come in, you better dodge me." We got to be mindful of when we walk in a room and we say things to people, we're killing their dreams, or we're going to pour into to make them dreams grow.
Come on.
And you got to be mindful of what you do. So, yeah, as far as influence, yeah, I've been known to. People just have this idea of me,
Okay.
and then when I say certain things, I literally like everybody's like, yeah. And I say something, and everybody get quiet, and it just.
It makes sense. I mean, I mean, this says understand that you're a people shifter. Use your power wisely. You are a stabilizing force, and I know that to be true because when there's been difficult times that I've gone through, and I have a very small circle of people, and you are in that circle, and your words, your presence, I'm like, okay, all right. And I mean, I mean, I didn't have some times, and there's only a few people I called on, and you're one of them, and I know, don't, yep, I can't even, yep, keep moving, because, but you are, when I see that your impact score talks about you are a stabilizing force, understand that's true, and carry that everywhere that you go, because you are the type of person that if you pour into somebody, they're poured into forever. And so take that and remember that. I mean, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. Okay, so your second highest is trust. And so let's get into that. So you're a confident person. You know that you're important to your environment. So your influence, which is your mouth, and trust, which is your heart, they're kind of aligned because both are talking about how you are important to your environment. So that's key. But you are more important than you even know. You trust yourself most of the time, which is good. However, we want to evaluate why you don't trust yourself all the time. Because when you trust yourself, things work out for you.
There's a I do trust, but I've been one of those people. I don't. People say walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes.
And trust your thing. And there's some I will be the first to say there are times when it's like, you know what, I'd like to play that. I play it safe. That is my. Sometimes I play it too safe.
Okay.
But let's just be for real. Who wants to go without getting paid?
Come on now.
Who wants to go without food or shelter or da. And sometimes it's like, I'm just playing the safe road. I could have, stepped out on one. It's like some people say, hey, Jay, you could go out in the private sector and make much more money than you're making now. That's all well and good, but sometimes I play that safe route because, like I said, I like a steady check.
Come on now.
And I've seen too many examples of people do that, and it's like y'all scrambling and shifting and credit getting jacked up. No, it took too hard. No, sometimes I'm like, so I can get the trust part.
Yeah.
I get it, but no, there's some shit I just.
No, you good? We talking.
There's some shit I ain't playing with. I don't fuck with my credit, my money. You don't back my mama. My love, whoever. If I'm with you, I'm dating. I don't. There's certain things I don't play with because I know at the end of the day there are certain things that I require and I need, and I just. I've seen too many examples of people who just play. I don't fly by the seat. There it is. I don't fly by the seat of my pants.
And you know what? I understand that. But I will say this one thing. They're not you.
Right.
And what I mean by that is you have the ability to bring people together. You have the ability to make people trust you. We're on trust. Not only how you trust yourself, but how other people trust you. So you stepping out a little more is different than a person that doesn't have the ability to garner trust. Trust is the security of the heart. You have a way of making people trust what you say and trust what you do because you are a person, if you say it, you're going to do it.
Also, I'm Vegas. What happens here? Here.
What happens in Vegas stays.
So what you say to me, it stays with me. This is not going to be on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere. I think that's why people do trust me.
Right.
But as far as when we go back to the original point, there's just sometimes I was just taught that sometimes you got to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So go ahead.
It's very interesting because when I'm reading it, because like I said, I know you, so I'm looking at, and we were just talking about.
Now, you're one of the few people that actually When they say, you know, people say, I know somebody, or I know this. No, do you really know a person? No, he knows me.
I know you. I know you.
So if I do something up or crazy, that would really like that ain't no. That
You know I'm calling.
You're right. Right.
What happened? What's going on?
Right,
and
right,
we got
right,
to fix this.
Right.
Now there is one thing that I do want to talk about before we go to self-confidence is the people are depending on you to lead them. Now we were just talking about in your role, you're a very important person, and how you are in a position to where you are leading people. And so again, the trusting yourself, it propels to people trusting in themselves. So people are depending on you to lead them in this space that you're in now. You just texted me the other day about some leadership stuff. How does this resonate now, knowing that okay, not only in your personal life people are trusting you to lead them, but now in your professional life?
It's scary. It adds a bit of like, oh shit. I mean right now I really got to be on my game, even more. But I was telling somebody earlier, I didn't get into Scandal until the second season, and then from second season I was hooked. But there was a I was telling somebody this today. There was a scene with Olivia Pope and her father, and he was getting in her ass, and he said something, and it resonated. He said, you have to be better than the rest, because and I say now because of your skin color, and I say this, and our parents taught us this. Shonda Rhimes, she was a beast. She put them nuggets in there. I don't have the leisure or the luxury of being just good.
Come on now.
I have to be 10 times better than my white competitors. I hate to say. I want to say it. It's,
Come on now.
I can't. I just can't. I just can't be mediocre. And I'll tell you about this. I don't have a degree. I've worked to where I worked hard, but and with that I had to show up, and I had to do things nobody wanted to do. I had to take the calls nobody wanted to take. So I have to show up, and I can't show up just mediocre.
Come on.
Even on if it's my worst day, I still have to show up with a smile on my face. So there we go. So that might go into kind of self-confidence as well too.
Well, we about to go into yep.
But as far as trusting, I have to trust myself, and
it's the security of your heart, and we gonna move on. But I gotta say this, he is a living testament that the paper on the wall don't replace the man or the woman in the mirror. You guys don't understand who you're blessed to talk to right now. This is one of the few people that's gonna have a pension. For the younger people, you don't even know what that is. 401k. This man gonna have a pension. But why? Showing up. You are dependable. People can trust when you say you're gonna do something or say you're gonna be a certain place, you're gonna be there.
And let me add with that also.
Yeah.
It's also, as far as the pension's concerned, trusting God and letting God write the vision, you make it plain. Not even before that, asking God earnestly of what you want, and be careful what you ask for, because you will get it. Sometimes you will get it. You gotta be careful. So when you make your plea to God, God will answer that prayer and put you in some positions that may not. Oh God, what is this? What is this? But if you trust and stay the course, and getting in where I got to at that particular time period, put me to have, because ain't no pensions no more.
Ain't no pensions no more.
It's a 401k. What you put in, what you get in, what you put out.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, we
that's a whole nother conversation.
I know we can stay on there. We gonna stay on there. So okay. So self-confidence, that's your third highest. So it says there is variance in your self-belief. At times, you allow others to take confidence away.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when people are negative towards you, it affects you longer than you would like.
Yep.
You tend to let negativity chip away at your confidence. Focus on the positive in your life and build your confidence through your victories, which you've had many of them. You are a winner. You need to keep that winner's mentality. Your confidence is vital to your success and fulfillment in life. The way you feel about yourself must reign supreme over others' opinions of you. And I'm reading, but I'm speaking directly to you.
Yes. You know it's not stop you.
You know, you have what it takes to have an extraordinary life, and you're already living it. This is Le Bouton man. Okay, so just let you understand who we're talking to.
Yes.
And when you keep your self-esteem high, your life flows a different way. So let's get into it for a second, because I'm sure there's some backstories behind this. But since I've been knowing you, we have the type of relationship we speak life into each other. Like, and I understand you're very careful about your circle now. I don't know if it's always been like that, but talk about how your confidence is chipped away when negative people talk about you versus when you're like, I don't care what you say, I'm Jason and I got my team with me and we gonna ride.
It took some time to get there, because I was a very trusting person in my younger days, and I just go ahead and say this. What's today? Today is Wednesday. I'm 3 days into my 49th birthday.
Which is crazy. This man do not look anywhere near.
But I was a very trusting person, and sometimes trusting the wrong person or trusting people, and then when you trust somebody with information, and then you find your information plastered out in this, and people talk it. But that's the younger me versus the middle age me now. It says there's things I don't play about.
Come on now.
So it's a totally different thing now. Having a circle of people like you,
Mm-hmm.
that their word is a bond.
Come on now.
They say what they mean what they say, and they show up.
Got to.
Versus the naysayers or the people that just talking shit, and you just talking and blowing smoke. Once you realize that, when they say if you can count all your friends on 2 hands, you're doing amazing versus having 5,000 Facebook friends.
Come on.
5,000. All these Instagram followers is fur, but at the end of the day is, I just go ahead and say this. I know if my back is against the wall and my mortgage is due, I know who I can go to.
Come on now.
And they not going to say no. Now, they may ask, Jay, what you been doing to get here, because
that ain't true, right?
That ain't something that happened. But we can't go to 5,000. We can't go to our 5,000 Facebook friends and yada yada and ask them for something.
Come on.
Because a lot of them is just hangers on the wall. They just waiting for us to fall. So having someone like you that knows it's going to pour into me and that's going to check me.
And vice versa, yeah.
We're in a weird society that we don't like to be checked. We don't like to be checked.
Come on. No accountability.
Everyone wants to be right and everyone just wants to be... No, check me. If you see me slipping, if you see me falling or stumbling, pull me back.
Come on now.
But that's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's our second show. Like this okay. I'm so excited. But I know it's the time crunch. So fear. Let's talk about it. This is your 4th house. So fear sometimes causes you to hesitate. At times you let fear stop you from progressing. You have a measure of success. Now that is true. But you wonder if you're maximizing your full potential. What if whispers to you? What if I try something that I've never tried? What if I go to a place I've never been? You value your comfort, but at what price? I just stop there. I just stop there. There's one thing. Comfort may be safe, but fulfillment requires some level of risk. So when it comes to that, and you kind of alluded to it earlier, like you like, hey, I'm gonna play it safe because I know that. So let's talk into that for a little bit, like, your risk versus reward.
On the way over here, I was thinking of that, and I was thinking about, should I go back to school?
Mm.
I was thinking of that, but then I looked at it from a standpoint of, I know that there will be some reward with that because yeah, that making me more money or something later. But I also look at it as a standpoint of, do I want to go in debt for another $50,000, $60,000?
Come on.
And then that's one of the things that stops me. Is like I made it thus far on my own merit and my
Very
ability,
far.
Which a lot of the younger people coming out of college now,
They don't have the opportunity.
they don't have that opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
or the professors have told them, "Oh, you can make you got this degree, you can make this much money coming out of school," and they're finding out that's not true.
Yes, sir.
So I toy with that, and I said, "Well, do I want to put myself in debt for this? And if I do, and it come out, is it gonna pay off in the long run?" And I was kind of like that when I was talking to my mom about that. Everybody wanted her to. Her professors told her, "Go back and get your doctorate," but she said, "No, I'm not gonna get my doctorate. I could, but I realized I'm just in on for retirement. I'm not gonna get the money back."
Absolutely.
So I think about that. So I still toy with it. In the like I said, there's plenty of places you can get educated from. But I also say here's the other thing about going out and getting a degree. I may rattle some feathers. I don't care. I do that. That's me.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
What's the point of having a degree and being an educated fool if you're not gonna do shit with it?
Come on now.
You've spent all this much money. Yes, the government has wiped away your debt. I said, shit. I wish I wouldn't go back. I said, damn, they could have wiped away. I would have been
Some of them.
Some of them. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're not going to do anything with it, what's the point of being what's the point of doing all that? You got this education, but you have nothing to show for it, or you're not going to do nothing with it. That means you just got a piece of paper on the wall. I'm good in that regard. So but I was thinking about literally as
That's
I was
crazy.
thinking about some things like that on the way over here. It's like, what is there other opportunities? But there it is.
That is crazy that you're thinking about.
I was.
That is insane. Okay, last one.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships, and I'm glad that this is the last one because we've already had conversations on this, so this is gonna be good. So you are a
But
person
that can't. Some of that can't go on video.
Oh yeah. You are a person who enjoys relationship, but you have no problem doing things on your own.
Which is why I've been single as long as I've been. And people say you should, you're not, the Bible says, you need companionship. You shouldn't be by yourself. Once you learn yourself and learn to love yourself, it's easy to be by yourself. Now, bro, I said when my circle, when they find love and they find their companionship, I ride for them. I'm happy. I'm happiness, but I know me. I know there's certain things that I expect, and there's certain things that I want for myself, and there's certain things I expect out of relationships. Honesty. I need to be truthful. You need to be forthright. Be able to be vulnerable and be able to take criticism and constructive criticism. It's not just about what you want, what you need, and somebody that can listen. So when it comes to relationships, it's instead of talking to each other, we got to talk to each other, not at each other.
Woo!
So
that's a lie.
That's a whole nother thing. But as far as I'm cool with being. What's the point of being with somebody and you ain't happy?
A lot of people going through that right this second.
That means basically you just want companionship. But if you still ain't happy and you still running out, got all kind of other relationships outside of it doesn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? Take care of myself. Know what makes me happy. Know what makes me tick, and I'm cool. And if I find that right person, then great. But I'm good. I can walk this path alone. Because put it this way, I might be alone, but I'm not lonely.
Hey, now that's a bar.
There are a lot of people who are lonely, and they're alone. It's all in what you make of it. I had this conversation with a buddy of mine. I know time is running short, but I will say this: you run into people who got to be in a relationship. They just got to be in a relationship. They can't be by themselves. So they get out of one relationship, it don't end. 2 weeks, a week, month later, they're with somebody else, and it's a constant cycle, and you ain't never happy. And it's like, and I tell them it's okay to be by yourself. No, I don't know how you do it. I do it because at the end of the day, I ain't got to deal with nobody else's foolishness,
Come on.
their attitude, their financial issues.
Ooh.
Um,
Talk. Hey.
Because I also say this, and this is when it comes to relationships as well. You got to bring something to the table as well. I can't be the one bringing everything to the table. So if I'm bringing 100% to the table, you got to bring 100% to the table, and we can put that together, and then we can make this thing rock.
Right.
But if I'm bringing 100% to the table, and you only bringing 30% to the table, we gonna have some issues. I don't. So, and the other thing, I think we talked about this earlier today. When it comes to relationships, you got to have as much to lose as I got to lose.
Come on now.
If you ain't got shit to lose, it's not gonna work. So looking at this, I'm a person and I do enjoy relationships. But like I said, I can do a shopping trip on my own. I can travel somewhere else, and or like you see people say, well, they at a restaurant, they look crazy having. I had dinner by myself at a restaurant not too long ago, and I didn't worry about what nobody thought was why he's. I'm by myself. I'm good.
And my bill is not crazy.
Once you get everybody else out of your head,
and
their thoughts of you, and what, because at the end of the day, my thing is, hey, you can think whatever you want. You ain't paying my mortgage. You ain't paying my car note, my insurance. It doesn't. If you writing all my bills and paying everything, then your opinion matters. But if you don't,
I say that all the time.
If opinions are just like assholes, everybody got one.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes maturity. Getting it. I didn't always think this way. I did, and I will never lie and say I never thought about what people thought about me.
Right.
I'd be lying to myself and you and the rest of the world, whoever sees this, that I never questioned or thought about what somebody thought of me. I did. Subconsciously, I did. But once you wake up and you put your feet down and you really look in the mirror and start evaluating and realizing that other people don't mean shit, and you focus on you and you that conversation, and pull those chains off, those chains and those barriers that keep us from being 100% who we're supposed to be and who we're called to be. What people talk about, when people describe me, one of the main words, and I've heard this, one of the main words people describe me is consistent. I'm always going to do what I'm supposed to do. So if I ever get out of, if my consistency, something changes, something
wrong. Yep.
is wrong. Be consistent. Consistent in your relationship, consistent in your work ethic, consistent in what you do, and the rest will fall in place. But I think what part of the problem is we're too worried and caught up in what society thinks and what people's opinions ain't paying me.
Come on now.
If you don't like me, that doesn't pay me.
You preaching.
But if I can when I lay down at night, and it was a thing that somebody at How to Get Away with Murder. I love Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder, and somebody asked Annalise Keating, she said, how do you sleep at night? She said, in my bed, in my 700, it was like in my 800 or 900 count thread sheets, and I like expensive vodka. My mom, I was always told, when it comes to your sheets, anything, you don't do nothing less than 300 thread count. So somebody asked me, how do you sleep at night? In my 600, 700 count thread sheets, Egyptian cotton. And I do like expensive vodka and tequila. That is how I sleep at night. But I also sleep well at night in knowing that, bringing back to Perry International, bringing back to the assessment, knowing my scores, knowing my impact, it also goes back to I sleep at night knowing that I'm doing what I'm called to do and what I'm supposed to do. And at the end of the day, if I can impact one person,
yeah,
if I can help one person, I'm good.
And the crazy thing is, as we wrap up, the crazy thing is, as much as you've given to this world, there's still more. There's still more work to be done, and I'm saying that to you as a brother because black men are not living as long as they should be. And so, I want you, when you look at your score and you're like, okay, it's 21%. I want you to I got to get there, because all that means is that there's more work for you to do. And the work that you've been doing, the way that you've galvanized people together, the way that you make people trust you and give people hope in humanity is needed. And so I want to tell you that you are valuable, not just to me, but everybody you encounter. And keep living, keep doing your thing, and we're going to have you back for sure.
God bless y'all. God bless you, bro. I appreciate you. I love you.